Habituation is when we rotely do something and then it reaches a point where we're not even thinking about doing it. Now, we have to have a good bit of that in our lives because we don't want to rethink every situation that comes along. But habituation is that process by which something becomes a habit without our even thinking about it.
Okay, I got that. I remember that now. I can't think of the word. There was another word that you employed, and I'll know. I'll find it here in just a minute. But describe to us also another word that caught me, and you're the second person I've heard use this term, hedonic treadmill. What is the hedonic treadmill?
Yes. Hedonic treadmill is basically a term, a concept that the theory is that we all have our happiness set point. And we think that if I just have more of this, like if I just had a whole lot more money, if I just had nicer people and more beautiful people in my lives, then I would be able to experience greater happiness. So we're on that treadmill trying to get that. And then when we get it, we find out, oh, you know what? That did not give me what I wanted. We could settle back to our happiness set point. Now, the power of Christ can change that happiness set point. Someone who's like dealing with depression, ongoing depression, a good counselor, even sometimes medication, and changing thinking, practicing mindfulness can increase that ongoing sense of happiness. So basically, that hedonic treadmill is we think if we have much more, a whole lot more of this, we can be more happier, but the reality is we settle back down. One example that researchers use a lot are lottery winners. I mean, they'll win like millions of dollars, and temporarily they feel more happiness, but ultimately they just drop back down to where they were.
Which is the most depressing. I mean, I have had so many people tell me about that. They buy the lotto tickets and they're like,
Yeah.
I'd be happy. And then you show them all the stats about really the lotto is almost a curse for many, many people.
Oh, yes.
Because of that. Although there's that part of me that goes, well, it's not a curse for everyone. There's a few of them that it benefits really well. I could be that one.
Yes. And there's actually scientists have found there's actually a level where of income where people like, okay, this is reasonable to want that because you need that just to be able to survive and not constantly have money worries. But above that creates worry, and over that, for many people, it does not incrementally increase their happiness.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know where that I see that. I want to know. You got to tell me where that's at sometime so I can write that down.
Yeah, you
I'm
probably
want to
can
refer
Google it, and and of course that changes every year because of inflation. But there is this level they've determined, like, okay, this meets most of your needs and some of your wants, and it can create a level of happiness. And below that, there is this worry, and above that, there's.
Well, I mean, isn't that what the proverb says, where it talks about basically, and again, I'm paraphrasing, that don't let me have so little that I have to steal, but so much that I forget you.
That's it. That's exactly right. Yeah. Biblical principle.
Yeah. And that's what I find to be so fascinating about a lot of the stuff with neurotheology that we're seeing and with the brain. The scriptures already talked about a lot of these different practices. We're just now being able to put the research